How does one see the unseen? Or paint the face of the faceless? Can we touch the body of the wind? Entice deliverance to the heart of the sea? Seduce the unknown shore? Can an empty breath bargain for wings? Fleeing the lonely earth to seek resurrection. In the soul of the sun. No. I would burn here instead. I would covet the torments and welcome the sufferings and bask in everlasting pain for one glimpse of his face. My brother is gone. Dare I follow? Dare I find him?
Hello, Chandala. We've made good time the last few days. Only a day or so left until we dock. Still, red sky at morning, sailors take warning. It probably won't be safe on the deck for long. Why don't you come inside and have a hot bath, put on some clean clothes, and get some food in your tummy? You'll feel good as new. We miss you, you know. I miss you. The crew misses you. And I know someone special who really needs some affection. Bula, Bula, here, kitty. Come on, kitty. Mommy wants to see you. I'm sorry, Chandala. I can't even begin to imagine the depth of your loss. I've been trying to think of something, anything that I can do to help. We are our families, and part of yours is gone. But you have a rare blessing, Chandala. Another family is waiting for you. You were only a year old when they lost you. And for 18 more they combed the waves for a sign. By the grace of God, you were found by good people. You were loved and nurtured and protected. And now you're here with me. I don't believe in coincidences, Chandala. Life has a purpose. You were meant to survive. I was meant to find you. And we were meant to endure these trials and return home. I'm going to give you a tiny piece of that home. Of your family. Maybe it will help to ease your pain. I have more pictures inside. Birth records too, with your real name. Do you want to know your name? Do you want to know the truth? So, you choose to wallow. You can snub my kindness and reject the truth and blame yourself for what happened to Tui. Yes, you can do all of these things, but you can't ignore the signs. A storm is coming. Grieve as much as you have to. Wail and moan and gnash your teeth. But do it inside. As soon as you're in, we'll secure the ship and ride it out. Come on, let's go.
Don't touch me.
Shandala, please, just stay calm.
I stay here to remember. I will not abandon his memory.
But you'd abandon your own life. Fine, hold your damn vigil. Maybe I can change course before you join him.
It will not matter where you turn. For it comes from all sides. It is upon us. Forgive me, Papa. I've lost your only son. He's with Mama now. And I want to join them. But I am afraid.
You're not dead.
Dead?
Let me guess. You feel like someone took a 5-iron to your skull, rolled you in thumbtacks, dipped you in cheap vodka, and jammed fireworks in every orifice. Then you're hung by rusty hooks, gored repeatedly with a pitchfork, and finally set on fire. You feel all of these things, but you're not dead.
The faces, the voices, horrible voices. Yes, I remember. What have you done to me?
I know how you feel because I've been there. I wish I could forget. But my mind won't let me. How much do you remember?
Enough. I remember your words.
I didn't mean what I said about, you know.
About my home, my father. I know what you said, that I've crippled for less.
Great, super. Now I know who to call for a contract crippling. Will you just listen for a second? Why do you think I helped you?
Helped me? How did you help me? I saw you. I saw your sweating face and trembling hands and darting eyes. I saw you show them how to put that thing inside me.
Yes, I did. It was my job. But I don't recall anything in the work brochure about saving someone's eyesight, or breaking the ice with traumatic personal anecdotes. Or how about this? You're trying to kill me, but then you have a seizure. What do? Well, shit. I hail a cab and pay the driver fat cash to help carry your twitchy ass up to my flat. And you don't want to know the story I gave him. Let's just say he'll be bringing a full box of Kleenex to our stage show. So, after all that, you still want to punish me?
I doubt you know of punishment. What I hear through your bluster is that you crave thanks for being a good man. Tell me, is it not your duty to turn the other cheek?
Nice. What are you looking at?
This city. So big.
Like I said before, welcome to America.
You were born here.
No. But I'm scared I might die here.
I used to open the windows at night and watch the sparks dancing over my city. I would wish for a bomb to fall or a missile to strike. I prayed for the fire in the sky to come and take me.
When was Saudi Arabia fighting? During the Gulf War?
Yes. But my home is not in Saudi Arabia.
What are you saying? Your file?
It's a fake. My name is not Abdullah. My name is Orhan. I come from Baghdad.
Baghdad? Iraq? Holy shit. Why are you telling me this?
I'll repay my debts. I have nothing else to give you but the truth. I hope it is enough.
You have no idea. Orhan. There's something I need to show you. It's a puzzle. A puzzle that I think we're both pieces of. I've been trying to put it together even with some big holes, but you just filled one for me. Check this out. I have no idea where that came from. Damn spawn sites.
Is this how Americans use the internet?
You should see the crap online. It's all freaky sex and dumb cartoons. Well, that's what I hear anyway. Okay, lock and load. This is my personal page where I've stashed the detective work. I'll go slow, but there's a lot to cover, so stay with me. I'm a software engineer, a programmer for a company called Biocom. They hired me to help code the bulk of their data tracking programs for a global communication network. More on this in a minute. The team's been on insane deadlines for almost a year, 16-hour days, 7 days a week, in order to make each milestone and reach the beta testing phase. It looked like I was winning the rat race until early last month when they took me off the project. I was pissed and paranoid, so I went looking for some vindication. Wasn't breaking any major rules, just a little grade school espionage. I accessed some buried project files and found juice on Biocom's technology partners. They all had major military ties, or at least rumored ones. Now, why does a company launching a communication system need partners like these? I needed to find more proof, like payolas or links to black budget programs. I was trying to copy the evidence when my computer froze, the network locked, the cursor went buggy. And then this came on screen. I nearly had a fit trying to shut things down. The power flaked out, I was almost electrocuted. And then some strange things happened. I had a fit for real then. It was like my brain collapsed, a total system crash. I had to tell myself each second that I was still alive, that if I forced each breath in and out, things would be okay, that it wasn't all hopeless. I was in the hospital for a while. They gave me pills. I wouldn't take them. I haven't really been the same since. My brain's in overdrive, can't sleep or keep much food down. Sometimes I hear voices. And one night, when I was really sketchy, I saw some things. One of them really stuck in my head. There was a red star falling from the sky, and two shadowy men wearing American flags found a third man in the darkness. I saw his face. He was covered by the flag of Iraq. Crazy, huh? Listen, if I'm going too fast, or this is making no sense, or you think I'm full of...
No. Go on.
Okay, so now I go back to work, fully expecting to get fired for spying, but instead I get promoted. Benjamin Palmer himself, the CEO of Biocom, breaks the good news. He puts me in charge of this vital project called LIITETÄÄN Spec Silo, an extension of the global network I mentioned earlier. I smelled bullshit and did some more risky business in Palmer's project files. I scored some map data activation dates and a slew of numbers that turned out to be GPS coordinates. And here's where it starts to get loopy. What the shareholders know is that come next year, we're launching a low-flying sat grid that will allow for very fast, very cheap, and very powerful information transfer anywhere on Earth, a truly wireless world. But what they don't know is that for some reason, Biocom has been testing the system on ELF bands, extreme low-frequency bandwidths like microwaves. The coordinates and dates I've found show early node activations over a specific path. These first signals originated in Coast City, bounced across the ocean to a Pacific relay, beamed up to Japan, and then got filtered at this point in Saudi Arabia. Online intelligence shows that only one installation in that area had the hardware to process it. Know anything about a NATO desert base that struck camp early last week?
by Mohammed.
He had nothing to do with it. I work solo. I assume you were a part of a contingent brought to the Valhalla base.
Some of the men would say I was an unwilling passenger.
Which brings us to the showstopper. I couldn't ignore the ELF signals, even if it was just a case of using them to supplement the network's data stream. It finally made sense when I arrived at the base and got briefed on the project, Lear Spec Silo. A biocom chip gets attached to a series of nerves and is able to receive and transmit bundles of information on extremely low frequencies. When I found you were pumped full of haloperidol, a drug that puts the brain in a low-frequency receptive state. Therefore, neural activity would theoretically resonate with any data the chip outputs. Specs showed the chip directly affects the amygdala, the brain's fear center. The questions: why do this, and what signal is the chip receiving? I don't know the answer to either, but I have some theories. Remember Biocom's technology partners? Good, because there are project links to all of them. First, Imaxon, a booming company into genetic research, animal cloning, vaccine production, and biocomputing. Thanks to years of military and private investment, they finally announced neural transistor prototypes. This means that future computer processors could use actual human brain cells to divide information into ones and zeros. But for now, we'll just pay them for tech implants that don't get rejected by the immune system. Prismatech, a laser projection and holographic media company that seemed innocuous. I assumed that Biocom was using their tech in the satellite network to broadcast advertisements on the stratosphere, like Coca-Cola and Nike have done for special events. But why would their image decoders be embedded on the chip? And finally, there's Cogent, a long-time military contractor that specializes in broadband jamming setups, electromagnetic weaponry, and microwave relay equipment. This makes sense, as the implants would have to synchronize with the network in order to get an accurate tracking signal. This is a backdoor to the Valhalla database that I slipped in during your procedure. It shows that they were doing a full track on you until late last night, when a request was sent to Biocom. And a new signal was broadcast. Tell me, Orion, what happened to you last night? What stopped you from hitting me?
I was so small, helpless. Allah had left me. I'm sorry, I don't have your words.
Don't stress, man. Words just get in the way. That's why I use them. All right, one last question. Have you ever seen this?
The other.
I'll take that as a yes. I made this GIMP mock-up a few days after my computer freaked. I've seen it twice since. When did you?
I was in the desert, and something came to me. The moon was blood, the dark was alive. I was sick. Please, do you have any water?
Sure. We'll save the eye talk for later. See the big medical fridge over there? The sink's beside it. Glasses are in the cupboard to the right. Watch your step.
I am fine. But there is so much to think about. And I feel the time is short. The underground men. Do you think that they know about me?
That you're an imposter? I don't know. Keen sure acted like it.
But they let me go. They took me to the consulate.
Sure. And then they microwaved your brain.
I did not feel men in my mind. It was more.
I used to mock words like those, but after that night, my mind changed. It was insatiable. I couldn't feed it enough data. I was memorizing phone books for fun. With one long look, I could tell you how many hairs were on your head, plus or minus 100. Too bad you're bald. I could use the distraction.
An impressive gift. No need for machines. When one can recall the smallest detail, or relive a distant memory.
Gifts are curses, obligations. With great power comes great responsibility. At least that's what Uncle Ben told Spider-Man.
After all that has happened, after everything you have discovered, you should feel blessed to have a sense of purpose. Some would give their souls for that feeling.
The grass is always greener. I'd sell my soul right now for a Mars bar served on the navel of a blonde gymnast. But then I'd still have obligations, wouldn't I? Hold up. Looks like some activity on the network. That's weird. They're using the grid to pump radiation to the ionosphere. I remember reading about an antenna array in Alaska that could do the same thing. It's said to harness the ELF pulses to take underground pictures, mess with global weather patterns, and even shoot... Oh shit. Find the image tab. There. Refining. 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 Oh God. It's locking on us. It's locking on us!
What is?
An EM buildup. It's aimed at us! They're targeting the chip. Locking from your last position. We have to get out. We have to get out! What the fuck? The door's locked from the inside! Oh God! We're trapped! I'm going to die.